I was Skyping with my 19-year-old son the other night. I'm here in Sweden for 2 weeks participating in a training with the founder of Massive Parenting. And my son and I were just speaking about, everyday life, what's going on with him, how I'm doing. It's amazing that he's interested actually in how I'm doing and asks me how I am. I thought that was very beautiful. And he was talking about August and inviting me with his 23-year-old sister to a backpack trip, in the mountains and the Cascades in Seattle. And it really just struck me that, my 2 children who are young adults, want to spend a long weekend with me in such a close and intimate way, and that they really appreciate spending time with me and being with me. And I just was like, success, to me that was, and that is success, that my kids really want to be together. They want to be with each other. They want to be with me. They want to be in a natural setting, which just thrills me because I love nature as well. And when I look back on how this came about, I just feel incredible gratitude, because it really started about 11 years ago when I was introduced to open intelligence, introduced to the Massive Parenting Support Network, which I immediately implemented in my life. I knew when I had children that I was going to need support. I just knew that. I had never been a parent before, so of course I needed that kind of support to know what to do. And I looked high and low for it. I read books, I went to workshops, but it all felt very contrived. It was like, oh yes, this sounds great. And then a circumstance would come up and I'd be like, wait, now what was I supposed to do? And it was just so hard to implement what I had learned. So I knew that I needed a much more natural approach, and that's where the introduction to open intelligence really proved to be an incredible offering, and provided the support that I was looking for. So in the introduction to open intelligence, we stop thinking just for a moment. Boom. Clarity, alertness, cognizance. That is just our intelligence. It's nature's intelligence. This is what provides the guidance and the basis for all of our actions, for all of our just knowing what to do in each circumstance. And in terms of parenting, this is our greatest skillful means, because anything can come up at any time. All sorts of different circumstances, unpredictable, spontaneous circumstances. And to really be able to just relax for a moment, rest for a moment in the midst of whatever is arising, whatever thought, whatever emotion, whatever sensation is going on, to just be able to allow it to be as it is. And from there, the clarity just becomes so obvious, a natural responsiveness to be able to relate to the circumstance in a way that's going to actually bring about benefit, where there's immediate access to solutions and how to move forward in the circumstance and in the situation. And empowering myself in this way, and just this natural way of relying on my intelligence, opening this intelligence to access skillful means that are needed according to time, place, and circumstance. And what I recognize is that I really tried to control all of my thoughts, emotions, and experiences, all of the data in my daily life. I kind of sorted it out, whether it was positive, negative, and neutral. And of course, I was trying to get rid of the negative and find as much positive data that was available to me. And I felt like a sorting machine all day long, kind of trying to manipulate and manage my thoughts, emotions, and experiences. And in turn, I would do this with my kids. And it was exhausting. It was completely exhausting. You know, this definitely is not the way to go, I found, in parenting. So I just brought all the focus with the support network of the Four Mainstays. I brought all the focus back here on my own direct experience of open intelligence and the support of that, the empowerment of that, with short moments of open intelligence, just relaxing for a moment, allowing everything to be as it is, no matter what is arising, crazy swirling thoughts, screaming kids, to just relax in the midst of that for a short moment, and to repeat these short moments many times until it's just continuous. That relaxed nature, that ease is continuous. And then also to rely on the incredible media that's available in massive parenting. So, you know, when there is a lot of turmoil and conflict, to just be able to, you know, pick up a text that confirms our natural ease, pick up a text that really makes obvious this ability to find solutions, have solutions, rely on the skillful means. So there are videos, there are texts, there's parenting books or pamphlets. And then also there's a trainer. It's amazing. I mean, I never thought that I would have this kind of intimate relationship in my life where I can, you know, be able to email someone or ask for a consultation and be actually supported and empowered. Not just someone who's going to say, do this in this circumstance or do that in that circumstance, but really someone who is going to empower this intelligence within me, so it becomes more and more obvious, so I can access it easily in any circumstance. That's what I love about it. You know, in any circumstance, there is just the ability to know what to do. And so the trainer, you know, is there just to completely empower me and my parenting. And thus, in turn, I can empower my children. It's just a beautiful relationship. And then also the community, the fourth mainstay in the Massive Parenting Support Network is community. So this worldwide community, I never thought I would have friends all over the world who are also completely interested in opening intelligence to be able to be an incredible parent, to be able to empower themselves and empower their children in such a really practical way. And so the support network, the four mainstays, really are just a practical way of living. You know, a support that, again, no matter what is coming up, there is immediate access to this vast intelligence, just simply who we are, nature's intelligence. And then we're able to really be able to utilize it in our relationship with our kids. And so what this means for me, especially, is instead of managing and controlling all of the thoughts, emotions, and experiences, then I'm able to just relax and allow everything to be as it is. And I'm able now to do that with my kids' thoughts, emotions, and experiences, circumstances that come up. You know, whenever my kids were having a really hard time or feeling great pain, grief, affliction, I felt like I needed to change that. I needed to fix that, make that better for them. You know, if they felt uncomfortable, that was so intolerable to me because, you know, my own discomfort, I couldn't tolerate either. And so to be able to really just relax with everything that's coming up with me. Now I'm able to relax with everything that's arising for my kids. And so there's just a natural presence that I bring to the relationship instead of trying to manage all of their thoughts, emotions, sensations, and experiences. And really trust the well-being that's available, no matter what is going on with me or with them. And this is so empowering because it's teaching them that they don't have to spend their lives in this exhausting hamster wheel of having to manage their own thoughts, emotions, sensations, and experiences, their own data. That they can just, really allow everything that's coming up for them in their lives to be as it is. And thus they free up all that energy to, live their lives in this potently beneficial way, to really follow their passions, to follow their interests, to be very present and open in relationship. And this is just so freeing. It's freeing for us as parents. It's completely freeing for our children. And it's how we're all born. It's how we came in. It's just so natural. And to really get back to that, to have that confirmed, to have that made obvious through this support network, through the training, through the support of the trainer, through the community. Through short moments of relaxing, short moments repeated many times until continuous. It makes such a difference in our lives, and it really is ushering in, a new era of parenting, and thus an era of children who are open-hearted, clear, loving, responsible, mature at a very young age, and free.